If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 8 of the Inter Milan career mode here on FIFA 15. After yesterday's truly incredible long shot from Freddy Groin, we're trying to improve with our all-round game rather than just the one-off goals by getting some points here against Fiorentina. It's a rather big game, as you can see, 3rd versus 4th. We're level on points, so if we draw, we'll stay above them. But obviously, we'd like a win to try and close down the teams that are 1st and 2nd. They're playing Giuseppe Rossi up top in a rather attacking 4-3-3. They've got Kevin Strootman there, as you can see, brought him from Roma earlier on in the transfer window that's unfortunately just finished. So we'll be trying to try and play it around them. I wasn't really too sure what to expect from Fiorentina. Obviously, they were one of the sides that I was thinking of using when we did a Serie A career mode, but we went for Inter, and we'll hope that that was the right decision, and this will perhaps prove whether that was the right or wrong decision as we head through this particular game. But Dybala's going to play the ball around the outside to Jonathan here. So not necessarily full strength side I'm playing in this one because we've had obviously a lot of fixture congestion recently, but great shot from Musa Sissoko there. But unfortunately for him, not quite able to find the bottom corner. That seems to be the story so far with Sissoko's shots from distance. Really good power, really good placement, apart from the extra couple of yards that they're the wrong side of the post. That time, though, it was on target, but unfortunately for us, NATO was well behind it. And then Fiorentina started to come forward. Joaquin gets it into Giuseppe Rossi. Obviously, the two of them are extremely good dribblers. They work the ball about very, very nicely indeed. And I don't know how Handanovic has kept that out. You'll see from the replay, it goes through his legs. He actually saves that with his nuts. And it bounces down and then goes over the bar. He's got absolute testes of steel, Handanovic. Unbelievable save to knock that over the bar with his manhood. But it went over the bar and it didn't go into the back of the net. And that is all that matters at this particular stage of the game. But Matheus Fernandes and Kevin Strootman link up well to find Kurtic in the box. Good shot, but another top save by Handanovic. This time a more orthodox approach using his feet. And we're actually going to try and push forward ourselves and pick up a goal if we can to take the lead at this stage of the game. It's going to drop to Mateo Kovacic on the edge of the box. The shot is just well defended by a defender, well blocked. But for some reason, the referee points to the spot, and I had no idea what for until the replay popped up. And even when the replay popped up, I still wasn't sure that it was a penalty. You can see here, their man trips, I think it's Gonzalo Rodriguez, and then Sissoko trips over the man that's tripping, and that means that he goes down. The referee points to the spot. I mean, I'll take it. Lucas Podolski steps up and rifles the ball into the back of the net. So in 67 minutes, we have ourselves a 1-0 lead away from home against Fiorentina, which is not necessarily fully deserved. It's been quite an even game so far, as you could tell from the balance of the highlights. Chances at both ends, but with 15 minutes from time now, Dybala cuts inside well. Wasn't really too comfortable on his right foot. Definitely wanted to get it back on his left. Get it inside to Shaqiri. Really nice turn and a tidy finish. And Xherdan Shaqiri, after picking up a hat-trick a couple of episodes ago, picks up another one here to make it Inter Milan 2 at Fiorentina 0. But just as they'd been having chances in the earlier stages in the game, they're going to continue to create chances in the latter stages of the game. Mario Gomez is the man they brought off the bench to try and work the opportunity. Great ball in. Micah Richards on the volley. Handanovic again, though, on top with a good save to palm it away. And we clear it and we get ourselves a 2-0 victory. I unfortunately just kind of skipped the end of game cutscenes just out of habit, really. Just spammed the A button. And unfortunately, we missed that, but I'll show you the result there anyway. You can see we were on top stat-wise, but in balance of play and how the game felt to play, Fiorentina kind of deserves something from that. So perhaps the 2-0 victory flattered us a little bit. But what doesn't flatter us so far is the fact that we're top of the Europa League group, and we have definitely been dominant in this group so far, as you might expect us to be with Trabzonspor, FC Rostov and Sporting Lokeren from the Belgian league. We should be acing this group with no problems whatsoever. Starting a very strong side here. We had a week's, no, in fact 2 weeks break. I think there was an international break between the Fiorentina game and this game against Trabzonspor, so it was a much needed break. Unfortunately though, our young centre-back Alvarez Balanta has actually picked up an injury whilst out on international duty and will be out for 4 weeks. So we're having to rotate some centre-backs in for him in this one. I think Ranocchia started in place of the Colombian, but a good move here is well finished, very well finished by Rodrigo Palacio by firing that one in at the near post. A nice move with some slick passing, and I was pleased with that finish. Palacio hasn't necessarily lit up the score sheet, although he has done more for me than Mauro Icardi at this stage, but a lot of the goals so far have been coming from midfield. Mauro Icardi, though, is still trying his hardest, and I'm still plugging away with him, trying my best to work out how best to try and get the ball into the back of the net with him, whether to power it towards goal, whether to finesse it, whether to go for a cross goal shots, or near post OP shots. We'll have to wait and see how I find best to play with Icardi. But Palacio steps up again with another really tidy finish after a nicely worked move. First time hit, not necessarily a lot of power behind it, but it just floated into that bottom corner, skimmed across the top of the turf. We find ourselves with a 2-0 lead, and Guarin almost scores another cracker there. The technique to hit that first time as it dropped over his shoulder, I couldn't resist with it being Freddy Guarin to hit that first time, and it was inches from being another fantastic lunge shot from him. We come oh so close to making it 3. And Mauro Icardi is trying his best to make it 3 here, but he gets the ball picked off in. Palacio involved, squares it to Gary Medel, and like we said when he scored his first goal this season, not well known for his goal scoring attributes, but he scored a good goal in the, I think it was the opening game, was it the game against Torino, and Gary Medel scored the only goal in that game? I can't quite remember, but it was a lace shot when he scored his last goal. That one though was a finesse into the bottom corner, and it's nice to see the goals from midfield right now, because like I say, the strikers aren't necessarily firing on all cylinders. However, Palacio has been pretty good in this particular game, so we're trying to build on that. But as you can see, Trabzonspor getting more into the game as we head into the second half, having a couple of really good shots. It was Burak Yilmaz, in fact, of all players, to have the first chance, and then they hit the post with a second. They made a couple of really good transfers here, actually, Trabzonspor, with Yilmaz, and there was a couple, someone else whose name escapes me right now, but they made a very, very good signing. You see Basingwa there as well, Jose Basingwa, the former Chelsea right-back, involved for them also, but we were able to come away with a comfortable 3-0 victory. It was pretty much same as for the Europa League. We've had 3 very dominant wins so far, as we should do with the state of the group and the strength in our squad. But unfortunately, another centre-back injury in that game, and an even bigger one this time. Matic is out for 3 months with lateral collateral ligament damage. So we're missing 2 of our main 3 starting centre-backs. So we're having to rely on the depth in the squad, which we do have here. Not necessarily fantastic quality in depth right now, but we do have decent quality in depth, to put it lightly. So we're in a good position in the league, sitting 3rd with a game in hand on Lazio at top, but obviously Napoli sit above us on goal difference on the same level of points. Cesena so far, or Cesena, I'm not really too sure how to pronounce it, whether it's a se or a che. You'll have to let me know in the comments section how to pronounce it. Spell it phonetically for me if you can. But yeah, Cesena are bottom of the league so far, really having a poor season to this particular point. So I was hoping to build on the 2 fantastic results we've gotten so far, not conceded a goal yet in this episode, and I'm hoping to keep it that way, continuing with the 3-5-2, sorry, or the 3-4-1-2, whichever way you'd like to look at that particular formation, and we'll try and get a decent result, and hopefully improve our goal difference if we can, because obviously Cesena have been having a poor season, sit bottom with no wins so far in the season, but they started off very much on the front foot and were really unlucky not to take the lead there in the opening few minutes. That rebound could have deflected anywhere. Fortunately for me, it deflected too far wide for the striker to be able to capitalise on it, but Mario Lungo is going to be involved again here, plays it through to Jensen. They're just passing the ball about brilliantly here, as you can see, and they are going to have a secondary shot that falls from a rebound after a good save from the goalkeeper, but again, they're not quite able to take advantage of it. So we'll try and get the lead at the other end, sneak the lead if we can, but the ball is going to drop to Dybala. Good shot, well saved but not held, but again, the rebound drops kindly for the defensive team, and they're able to get it away, but we are not able to get it away here. As you can see, look at the speed at which they're passing the ball about. We do get it off them here, and they're able to try and get a counter-attack going. Dybala up to Podolski, but his dribbling lets him down there. His first touch is really heavy. And then just look at the speed of which this move goes. They're playing the ball about so quickly, some 1 or 2 touch football, and it's particularly impressive. And then the finish is good as well. Draws it through the goalkeeper, too much power on him to deal with it. And Cesena take a shock 1-0 lead. It's bottom, with the bottom side with no wins so far this season. 1-0 up against a team that have been romping to almost every single victory they've gotten so far this year. Podolski in behind, and he misses that glorious glorious opportunity. All he's got to do is sweep that around the goalkeeper into the bottom corner, and Lucas Podolski's the hero after giving away the ball in the chance that they scored from. But unfortunately for him, not able to do it, and neither is Paulo Dybala. He draws a good save out of Liali, the goalkeeper, who have been in top form so far in this game. 63 minutes in, though, we pick the ball off them in midfield. Lovely counter-attack opportunity. Podolski's played through again, not with the pace that he's got right now, not with the pace that he used to have a couple of years ago to get in behind. But I don't understand why the referee pointed to the spot there. I had this shot and he just kind of miskicked it and chipped it wide. You'll see from the replay, if anything, Podolski kicks Volta the defender's leg himself rather than the defender sticking his foot in. See, Podolski goes for the shot there and just catches the knee of the defender. And I don't think that's a penalty, but with the situation in the game right now against bottom of the league away from home, I will most definitely take it. And Podolski steps up. That's one of the best penalties we've taken so far this year on FIFA. Really, really well placed into the top left-hand corner, and we're back on level terms. And not only will we be back on level terms, we're going to get the chance to dominate this the final few stages. Dybala just powers past the defender, going to get the ball back to work it back inside the box. Brazovic is going to dance in between the defender here, gets it across to Davide Santon, fresh on the pitch. Lovely shot, but again a top save by Liali, and we aren't able to capitalise on that particular chance. But like I said, we're going to dominate the final few stages. 5 minutes from time now, Jonathan's going to get the ball into the box by just going on a really powerful run, steps inside. He's going to have a shot here, or at least I was going for a shot there. The defender gets, as far as I'm concerned, again, a good tackle in, and the referee points to the spot. This time it's Lucchini that gives away the foul, and you'll see from the replay again, I just don't know whether this is a penalty. Jonathan's in the box there, about to go for a shot, and he clearly wins the ball. Jonathan goes down and we get a penalty. So Podolski steps up again with a chance to win the game for us after giving them the lead thanks to his mistake earlier on in the game, and he obliges to do that. We are 2-1 in front thanks to 2 Lucas Podolski penalties. Not only are we 2-1 in front, we get a 2-1 win thanks to 2 Lucas Podolski penalties. So after dominating the game against Trabzonspor, having a pretty balanced game against Fiorentina, being kind of fortunate with the way we came away with the win, we were definitely fortunate with the way we came away with the win in that particular game. Cesena deserved at least a point from that, if not the win, because neither of those chances were, nailed on penalties and could be argued against for, the chances to perhaps not have been given. But as you can see, Napoli still sit top, and they are now the sole undefeated team in the league, as Torino, who have played 5, drawn 5, have since won 1 and lost 2. So Napoli remain the only side yet to be beaten so far this season, although we're only 3 points behind, and we'll try and close that gap again in the next episode. Both of us have a game in hand on the rest of the league, so clearly that game that's yet to be played is against Napoli. So if we can win it, we can go top on goal difference. But Napoli are not going to be it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch. And with the kind of, hot and cold way we're playing right now, I'm not really too sure how that's going to go, but that'll be in the next episode, of course. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below how you think we're getting on so far here at Inter, and how you think each player is playing right now. We're doing well when it comes to goal scoring, as you can see, 17 goals in 7 games. And we have only conceded 7 in 7 as well, so we're having a decent season so far, really strong in Europe right now, and obviously, as you can see, with a chance to go top in the league as well, with a squad that has great depth but not yet the quality. So I am really pleased with how this side is playing, and if it continues to be like this, we may, halfway through the season, consider stepping it up to Legendary, which I haven't yet done so far this year on FIFA 15, so I'm a little bit wary of doing it, but we'll have to wait and see what happens throughout the rest of this particular season. But that is going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. There'll be a My Player episode later on tonight. Should be streaming tonight over on twitch.tv/Chesnoy Gaming, streaming some Football Manager, although I will of course confirm that on Twitter later on today. So follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, links will be in the description down below. But for this afternoon, that is your end of video. We'll have My Player later on tonight at 8 PM, and I will see you next time.